Even in peace, Mordred doesn't trust Italy to defend their own land. Hell no. Losman, good evening. How's the war going? We are currently at peace, having taken England, Wales, Scotland, France, Normandy, Brittany, Italy, Illyria, Hungary, Bohemia, Slovakia. It's going alright. We're just waiting for either Germany to kick off or for us to go after Spain. Okay, so that's the artillery improvement. It is 41, so we can get the next level, although no one else has researched that. We could research anti-tank. Nah. We could research... Yeah, in fact, we should research this medium tank, because it's 41 already. We can go straight for the medium tank 2. In fact, with Skoda, we can go for the medium tank 3, if we wait until 42. And we'll be a year ahead. So these medium tanks will be absurd for even longer. You know what? Let's do that. And we have some of these because we are building the synthetic refineries. Marvellous. Can we build any more naval dockyards in Trieste? We can. 1. Go ahead and do so. Do we really need civilian factories, or do we just want military factories at this point? I think we'll go for 1 or 2 more civilians. We'll get 6 more, so this goes up to 10. 6 more in Steiermark, then after that we'll do everything into military factories. Didn't I put anti-tank in my division? I did, but that's just because I had captured some. The English divisions are very much just from stuff I've captured. Likewise with the heavy tanks, I don't build any of those either. And I'm kind of gambling that I'm going to continue stealing stuff from other people as we destroy them. When can I annex other parts of the Empire? I'm not planning to. I'm planning to form a federation. So, in the national focus tree, we are going down the Embrace Pluralism and then Federation of Equals. Although this does have integration of various areas. So, deal with Hungary, gains paid Hungary reparations for a year, remove national spirit, Austro-Hungarian ties broken. Replace it with Austro-Hungarian ties restored, which does cost me political power. And autonomy for Hungary, which I don't like. Or I could just try and reintegrate them. The United States of Greater Austria. Actually, I kind of like the idea of that. So I think we're going to get the United States of Greater... Oh no, it's not mutual. You can get either. Or both even. Yeah, we'll integrate them all. Then we'll get the union, just not in name. Austria asks for reintegration. Maybe we need to do that after the deal with Hungary. Does that require both? That does require both. Okay, so we have to get both of those to go down here. So we'll have the United States of Austria, and then the Austrian Sphere faction. Hey, Maxim. Good to be back. We are still getting that right. Let's start justifying on Spain. Spain has joined Germany. That is in... So many interesting things are happening here. The Netherlands joined the Entente, but Spain joined Germany. Well, that's kind of stopped my ambitions to go after Portugal, unless I want a direct conflict with Germany, which right now I don't. But... I still need tungsten. Don Cuban has a fair amount. Russia has some, but Russia is mostly steel, not tungsten. Alash order is chromium. That would be for heavy tanks. Likewise with the Ottomans. Chromium for heavy tanks, not important. Wow, Serbia, 116. Blimey. I might actually need to pick a fight with Germany. I think a fight with Germany might well be on the cards. I think that's what I need to start preparing for. Once I have the medium tanks and everything in place, we'll go to war with Germany. That'll give them a little bit more time to build up as well, but yeah, it's fine. India's a bit too far. That would mean actually using boats. Austria-Daimler would allow me to get the better industrial thing. Or we could start down the pluralism path. No, let's get Skoda, and then we'll deal with that. Priorities! Germany is not really fortifying our border very hard. I wonder where the German forces are. Oh, this would give me free dockyards. No. Priorities. Focus. Do they have much of an air force? Probably. Germany has, I think, by now recovered from all of their problems. Yeah, they have about 4,000 aircraft to my 1.7. And Germany has a lot of manpower, but it's actually gone down. And I think the number of troops they have has gone down. Why? Or else I've just got more accurate. That's probably it. Yeah, I think I've just got more accurate details now that I have some decryption. And also, Wilhelm III has taken over. Wilhelm II has died. You guys still training. Do we have any others? Nope. How are our surpluses? We could start training some units. I think I want to start getting some new model armies, if possible. Like this. Artillery is short, heavy tanks is slightly short. So let's get rid of 2 of those, and that'll give us a little bit of a surplus for them. Alright, so that's the encryption. We're still waiting for those to go up. Could get better radar. If we're going to be fighting Germany, we probably do need that. Could also do with close air support. Oh, 41? Shite. Haven't got these yet. Mistake! What happened to the Kaiser? He's smiling now because no commies on the border. How many factories will I get if I do the United States or Great Austria? Quite a few, I think. Quite a few. Alright, let's just start mobilizing for war. Hang on, do I own? Oh, I do own this bit. Oh, in that case, you need to be maxed out with ships as well. Kustenland literally means coastland. Okay, yeah. I would assume that coastland is on the shore. France, have you solved your manpower yet? Nope. England, I think we've just gone ahead and used up all of theirs. Italy's got a fair amount. Illyria's got tons. Illyria's on scraping the barrel already. Why does the AI do this? This is a really bad bug. Why? Why you do this? Why? Part of the Austrian Empire. Yeah, you are. And you as well, Hungary. You don't need to be on extensive conscription. You have spare manpower. Oh, please tell me that China hasn't done this. This is a really bad bug. You do not need 40 million people spare. You do not need to be on service by requirement, thereby destroying your industrial output. Once you reform the German Empire, they get a fancy flag. I don't think I can do that as a pluralist. What would that be under? Status quo? No, that's Austria-Hungary. This one is the 2.5 International. It's not you. All Austria. Not sure. Oh, you get a fancy flag. It's not a focus. It's if you kill Germany. I see. Yeah, you can send a tsunami of untrained conscripted people at the enemy, but you won't have any guns. Like you're going to be short on guns anyway if you're playing as China, but you will literally have none. You have hordes and hordes and hordes of people in reserve just kind of chilling in the barracks going, well, we'll just sit here because they haven't actually trained us. Plus training has increased by like 40%, so it takes even longer to field them. It's just silly. It's broken. Right, you can go and join them. You guys, excellent, can go and join our defense force. Actually, no. I'm going to create a second defense force, and this is going to be the British garrison with Wilhelm Zehner in command. And you are going to be in charge of making sure that no one can land in England, because that would just be annoying, frankly. And yeah, that's your job. Off you go. And you need to have the garrison colour. Cool. Right, research. That was for the tank. We can get the medium tank too. Still 41, it's August. We'll finish this in roughly half a year. Perfect. I have no focus running at the moment because I'm trying to save political power so that I can get Skoda. So that I can then actually research tier 3 medium tanks and get all of the ridiculous medium tank bonuses. Because if you get the company after you've already researched the tank, then you don't get that bonus. It's a silly system, but that's the way it works. Blimey. How far did I get to last time? There we go. Bernardo Baldonza, Silvia Tiag, Dimonci, Rossiassi. Thank you all very much for the follow. Appreciate that. So am I just going to declare war on Spain, try and blitz Spain down while holding the Germans back? Probably. So I think I'll probably add the British forces to Wreaking Havoc's army. Namunda is still down there. Qwerty Death is the main defender. I'm just calling you British Garrison so I know who you are. Polish-Lithuanian mapping, thank you very much for the follow, appreciate that. Did you ever make it home? Yes. Good. Building tier 3 heavy cruisers. Marvellous. And we should be ramping up our naval production. We are. Good. Might want to unite Austria first before declaring on Mittel Europa. We'll see. I'm not even sure I want to form Germany. Because I'm thinking of puppeting the hell out of Germany. So I'll have like Prussia, South German Federation, North German Federation, Westphalia, all of that. And make sure that Germany can never again be united against Austria and betray us as they did when we were fighting the Internationale. I've done big court games before. I'm amusing myself with the sheer number of puppets I can produce, which is also why I balkanized France as much as I could. I'm going to pull you out of retirement, warn you so you can get slightly less drunk. No promises. We need our crazy drunken general. Right, you two. Whoops. Go ahead and join the British garrison. Ooh, what are you short on? Please don't tell me it's manpower. It is anti-tank. Okay, I think we are going to have to build some anti-tank and some heavy tanks. So be it. Oh, and you're short manpower. Yeah, okay, screw that. As are you. You are not. Alright, so we can maintain a full 6 divisions. Well done, England. Well done. They won't betray you if you are them. True. But, still, balkanise the world. Also, the other thing I have is tons and tons of air points, which I should totally be spending on upgrading my aircraft. Alright, let's make the Mark III. Which are kind of ridiculous aircraft, so I think our flying core is going to be rather good. And we apparently have... Okay, not as much as I thought, never mind. $133, come on, tick-tock, tick-tock. Note, you must add any company design bonuses before the medium tank is researched. Has to be before. Like, what you can do, and this is a legit tactic, although it's a little bit risky, is you can research everything on the tank, except for the last day, then switch technology. So long as you've got the design company before the research is finished, then you're fine. But if you get the design company after the design is finished, then it's lost. And especially if you're going for the medium tank 3 and then you get it after that, then you'll never get that bonus. There's no way of re-researching the tank, and I really wish there was, to then get that bonus. It's very frustrating. The game is running horrifically slow, as it tends to do late game Kaiserreich, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do. I mean, it's on speed 5. My computer can easily run this, it's just Kaiserreich. Yeah, there was some more infantry stuff that we wanted to research. I can try shutting down my browsers, though I doubt that will do anything. Close you. Bye, browser. And your 20 tabs. Yeah, no difference. Unicorn alone. Vejuwa. Senpai noticed me. And a very interesting name. Thank you all very much for the follow. Okay, cool. Aha! 150. Skoda. Now I can get the tanks. And I can also start doing focuses. So let's start embracing pluralism, shall we? And if we're going fighters, then we probably want to finish this before we get the last fighter. But then again, you can technically upgrade to jet fighters. Although jet fighters are stupidly expensive, and I've realised that you probably do actually need to balance jet fighters with regular fighters. So maybe I won't. Correct, Utopia Rocker. If you research medium tank 2, then add the bonus, that means that tank 3 will get it, but the 2 won't. Because you got the bonus after already having researched the tank. And in vanilla, that's relatively important. In Kaiserreich, it's even more so because not even things which you wouldn't exactly expect to be a company is. So, for example, many of the command people also have that. So, for example, here... Ah, shite. School of... I need to get these two. Crap. That's going to slow us down. So you can see here, by selecting this design company, if anything says this design company, then that thing about the bonuses matters. Although that, I think, is only actually for the things in gold. So motorized and mechanized will only get the soft attack after you've researched... after you've got this minister, but the division speed, division attack and defense will apply regardless. I think it's only the things in yellow. Yeah, that is how it works. What if you take Scandinavia before attacking Germany, so you can attack them from 3 fronts and get steel for the tanks? I don't really have a problem with steel. France, Italy, Britain, they all produce a lot of steel. I can just buy it from them. Yeah, the Pale Pirates, it's a difficult game, that one. It does get better. Keep watching, it does get better. There is something of a Pale Pirate renaissance. Entirely paid for and assisted by Ultra Hill. Spoilers. But, yeah, I do come back from the brink. So keep watching, because it does get interesting. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to record this weekend. We usually record on Sundays, but I'll be away. But next Sunday we'll be recording again. I'm looking forward to it. And that's also why the series are every other day at the moment. Because we have to kind of stretch it out. So we decided that we could get this guy. One maneuver. No, it's this one, which is social conservative. It's this one, which is social conservative, but we could not get this one. Unfortunately, because we're not authoritarian democrat. If we did manage to become authoritarian democrat, we could get all 3 schools of maneuver. So there's going to be 2 maneuvers and 1 psychology, potentially. Because organisation and recovery rate, especially for medium tanks, is useful. Yeah, we'll probably get psychology. Alright, let's go and get the 40% faster concentrated industry 4. American Civil War is still going on. The USA has been knocked out. The syndicates look like they're winning, despite the fact that the Union State got a lot of the USA's territory. And then the Pacific states are neutral, and they actually got Alaska. Interesting. The Far Eastern Republic. Have you got independence? No. But you are no longer Trans-Sama. This mod is ridiculously good. Alright, more artillery. It is still 41, so I'm not going to get the next one. We're going to hold off on the tier 3 until we get those 2 maneuvers. We could get mechanized and start building them. Assembly line or synthetic oil. Or air doctrine. Or close air support. Or... Ooh, a lot of people going for battle cruisers. That's interesting. I think I'm going to hold off on the naval stuff. Doctrine we're already working on. We could get cheap anti-tank. I kind of like the idea of an air doctrine. We're going to need it. So, everyone's gone strategic destruction, which means I would research this entire tree just faster than this one. Although operational integrity, I think, would actually be the more useful. Ah, screw it. We'll try strategic destruction. Maybe I will actually start building some heavy or strategic bombers. Is Hawaii free? Hawaii is usually free. Yep. The Commune of Hawaii. They're syndicalist, even though they are overwhelmingly market liberal. Interesting. Hawaiian Revolution. They did indeed go syndicalist. Interesting. That's hilarious. Yeah, there is a lot to learn in Hearts of Iron. I mean, it's not the hardest game to pick up. It's one of the more approachable. Not quite as good as say Stellaris, but it's still pretty decent. I think we do need some radar. I think we're going to build one there. One there. So we can get a bit of coverage. And then let's max out our factory production. And then after this we can start building up the puppets, but I'm not that concerned about the puppets. Cool. Oh, we have research. This was one of those. We could get them mechanized now. We could start researching strategic bombers and actually using them. Or close air support, seeing as we've actually researched a bunch and it would save us having to research these. But we are getting strategic destruction, we may as well. Does strategic destruction... Right, let's have a look at what bonuses they actually offer. Fighter detection, ground support, interception detection. Naval mission... Air superiority, fighters and heavy fighters, air superiority. Day bombing, night bombing. Strategic bombing bonus. Bomber defense, air superiority, strategic bombing. Yeah, it's kind of got to be strategic bombers. Or it could be tactical bombers. I think we'll research tactical bombers and then use those. It's going to be quick to do anyway.